we're putting some filler on the roof right at the present second. I'm putting some good stuff on. Jolene ran to town, got me some tires and wheels, or some tires put on some rims. I'm thinking about going with this car a different direction, and you're soon going to see the direction as soon as Colton goes out in the truck and gets the wheels. Gotta get at that stuff, it's getting hard. Colton's going to go out and get the wheels right at the present second. We're going to put them on the car and see what it looks like. I've got an idea that I want to go with, and that's the fun part about customizing. You can go any way you want to. I've got the bodywork fiberglass, and I've got one layer of filler on it. Now I'm putting on the premium filler right at the present second, and what I'm doing is I'm just running around and putting it on. See that little pinhole right there? Why not, right? That's basically what I'm doing. So I'm running around right now, putting the premier filler on, and that's a front wheel, Colton. That's a front wheel. And then getting ready to do the body work, finish the body work up is what I'm planning on doing.
That's cool.
So I'm just going to get down here for a second. I get out of here and then I'll explain a little bit more. Hard deal, but it's hard to get on the roof at the exact same time, or all the way across the roof if you don't get up in there. These are the wheels that I've got that we might put on the car, or we are going to put on the car. And what I'm thinking is we might make it like a NASCAR looking car out of it. Just because a roof chop doesn't mean it has to be a custom. Doesn't mean it has to have leg pipes on it and that sort of stuff. Does not mean that. As I get looking at it, it could be, what's it, Smokey Unique? His car, Smokey Unique, I think it is. A NASCAR number 24 or 22, I think it is. It's a black and gold one. It's a 60 Pontiac. But that's the direction that we might go. Colton's going to put all the wheels on. You know, as we're doing this car, probably everybody was thinking that we're going to lower it. We're going to put leg pipes on it. We might put flame on it, whatever, or a simple paint job. But these wheels and tires I've had for quite a long time. I got them on another car, the rims. I'm thinking they're Chevy, obviously, or Pontiac, but I'm thinking they're a Corvette wheel or a rally wheel of some sort. So the tires I have got, they were cheap. I think they were $125, so I ran and got them for $4. So these tires and rims are not costing me anything. The car, we're not painting the whole car, and we're just going to paint the areas that we think we need to get painted. I'm thinking that we're going to. But yeah, we're just going to jack it up, put the wheels and tires on it. I'm thinking the wheels are not, no, I think that's a front one. You can tell by the dish. You can see that one's got a deep dish on it in the back.
Yeah.
See that?
I do now.
See this? It's got a deep dish for the ones in the back. I wish I had deep dish all the way around, but I do not. So we're going to put the wheels on it and see what it looks like. I'm going to put some of this filler on, and you can watch me put some filler on, I guess. And what I like to do is, go ahead. Maybe I might help Colton. I help you, Colton. Let's get the wheels and tires on. Talk about that here in a minute. You like laying down, do you?
I don't mind it.
On your face?
Yeah.
Let's do that. I'm thinking that we'd paint the wheels black, obviously. That's what I'm thinking. I think the NASCAR car I'm thinking of is black and gold. I'll let you do that. And then we'll get to see what it looks like. This has got a lot of room for a lot of tire. I'm hoping that the back tire fills it up a little bit. And we don't have to necessarily go NASCAR look, but I'm not sure. Why not? As I'm doing this, I'm not going to fill in here a whole bunch of times. I got some body fill and some fiberglass in there. I got the premium Bondo on the outside. I just need some primer in there now. I think I got that good. Across the roof went fairly well. Just spread some more on that. Go for it. Let's take the wheel off. Got a bunch of things going on, to be honest with you. Yes, I want to thank Valley Tire they change our tires and some reason they do not charge us. And we have to thank them. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. They're probably looking at the tires thinking, geez, we can't charge them putting those on. They ain't got much tread left on them. But anyways, we have to thank them, Valley Tire in Winfield. Harold that run the place for years and years and years. Everybody knowed Harold from Valley Tire. Rest in peace, Harold. He was a fixture in Winfield, that's for sure. Go ahead. Anybody that wanted wheels and tires. This is going to take it up a little bit. These tires are going to take it up a little bit. Oh, yeah. And I don't mind. But I think the roof is going to look cool. It'll look cool no matter what way we go with it. Just because of the roof, actually. Not sure if we're going to change the color, I'm not sure. I'm just playing right at the present moment because I got the stuff to play with. The Volvo has come home. It starts, runs, drives, everything. Emergency brake, universal joints, rear seal. Awesome. What you think of it, Colton? Did you like it?
That's cool. That's really cool.
Pull this bad boy off. So, it's gonna take off on me. And don't. Why you not come off? Let's see what kind of distance we got. I just want to see what the height difference is. And remember, it's only half's on the bottom and half's on the top. So if you got a 2-inch if the tire's an inch taller or 2 inches taller, you only get half of it because half goes on top, half goes on bottom. You know what I'm trying to say? So if you had a tire that's an inch taller, half an inch on the bottom, half an inch on the top, you're not gaining 2 inches because the tire's 2 inches taller. Does that make sense to you?
As much as it's gonna.
Well, think about it.
I was thinking about it.
Just think about it for a second. You got top and bottom of the tire. We're not going to change these as fast as NASCAR, that's for sure. They fit. Hickory dickory. Finish the sentence. Boy, that's some close. Might touch, I'm not sure. Got a tie rod in there. She's close. It's close. I think it's going to be all right. What do you think of purple and red?
Bernie.
What's that? Barney car?
Bernie. That's a good Bernie purple.
That's a good Barney purple, he says. Yeah. Aiden was over last night. Aiden's the younger guy that worked with me for a while, building a few cars. He came over and had a chat. We got to ask him about his business a little bit. He's running a collision shop right at the present moment, and he's learning lots. We were picking his brain last night, which was fun to pick his brain. Stuff has to be done in a short amount of time to make money.
Some of these studs created their own homes.
They did what?
They created their own homes.
What are you saying? I don't understand.
Whoever put them on probably just drove them home and never crossed.
Oh,
See?
Get it started and it'll be fine.
They drive her home.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
See?
That's fine, as long as you get it started. You let this one down there. NASCAR, man. I'm going to take a light and just check and see if the tie rod end's close on it. Purple, and I'm not sure. Nope, not gonna hit. Perfect. They're a little ways away. What are you going on the back now?
Might Might as well get one side back.
Yeah, you can go for it. I'll get the hubcaps taken off. And where'd I put that bad boy? Should look a lot better with a wider tire on the back. I bet you weren't expecting that. Woo! A NASCAR. I think it'd just be cool with the number on the side, a bunch of stickers on it or whatever to put on it. Just kind of playing the game, I guess, having fun with it. That's what customs are all about, having fun with it. Doesn't matter which way you go. Going to fix my mic. This up here, I just sand it with, I didn't do anything by hand yet. Didn't sand anything by hand yet. I did it all with a tool. This here up here, I just held it on a flat angle, or flatten it. And when I hit the peak of this piece that we welded on, I stopped. I just held that on there, all the way down along. On top of this right here, just kind of went along here like that, sanded that part, sanded that part. On the roof, I use that also. Anything that I couldn't get at, I used a die grinder or the small shape or small side angle grinder just to shape it and get that shape. And after that, just sand it by hand. I'll go to the other side and pop the other one off. Come on, don't be like that now. Yeah. Close though. These cars generally, you have to jack them up and put something on the frame and let the wheels down. Here you go, don't get up. That looks good. That looks badass. I like that. I likey that. Hubcaps and wheels could be kept for another car. One nice thing, it's got pretty near brand new tires on it. Stuff like that, you know. When you're buying an old car, tires matter. Because if you don't have the tires, they cost a bunch of money to replace them. These tires, like I said, I got all four for $125, and I went to go get them. They're basically just, you know, a summer's wheel, I guess. Probably get another summer or two out of them. Just put them on okay, they don't have to be on super tight. I'll bring that thing around to the other side to you. They probably lapped us a couple times, Colton, since we changed these wheels. Car would even be a good advertisement for bad Chad juices. What do you think, Fiend? Huh? What do you think, Fiend? Stay put. Okay. Hey, don't break anything. Not getting it on?
Just a little higher?
Huh?
Just a little higher.
We'll just watch this now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Got her?
Yeah. Whoa. Back up for me. There we go. We got it now.
We didn't do anything there, did we?
Nope.
Good. No, you're not on close. You're not even on close. Got your wheel nuts beside you, have you? Yep.
Pain in the ass.
Let's just slow down for a sec. Slow down for a second. That's why the threads are all beat up. There you go.
Hey.
Jolene put a little light on it for you.
Maybe sweat.
That didn't hurt nothing in there, did it?
No.
Good, good. You can see this side, how we get this side sanded up. That's just fiberglass, one coat of fiberglass. You can see the green part there. And then it's one coat of filler on top of it. And then I'm going with that premium filler over top of that. And hopefully it'll be done. Hopefully. The hardest part is going to be this area here, because you're going to have to hand balm that in there, finger balm it, because you're not going to be able to reach in there with the machine. I've got to there with the 8-inch orbital. You can see how I took it off. Whenever I hit metal, right on that high point all the way along, I just stopped. This is where it's been welded together from the back window to the front window. That's where it's welded together, and that's where I have to make it look right. Go for it. What do you think, sweetheart? I have to paint them black, obviously. Sweating. Go for it. Let her down. I've got the front one up here, so. Do you like it? Love it. Put some more of this on. Just gonna mix some more filler up while he's doing that. He got the front. So you don't have to tighten them right up snug and tight. You're just gonna leave them on there for now. Just look at them, I guess. Could probably end up taking them back off to paint them. Just wanted to see what it's going to look like. Mixing this stuff in small batches, and the reason I'm mixing it in small batches because I am going over small areas, and I don't want to get too much mixed up because I'll waste it. If I get too much mixed up, it's hard to get it all on that small area like that. This stuff is really, really nice. I've never used it other than one time before, but it's really nice stuff. And it's priced right. Need my glasses. I can't see with my glasses. I'm actually going to use this one too. What the hey? Watch yourself for a sec. I guess watch myself for a sec. Colton beat me up. And if I do not like something when I put this on, I just put another coat right on top of it. Get it on the end of the squeegee so I can get it where I want it. I'm not going to try to dig that body line out of that. I'm just going to go with it. Don't feel like it's necessary. And take a look around and see if you like it. Jolene wants to walk around it, see what it looks like. What do you think, Colton? You like it? He loves it. Does it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Wow, a lot better. What a change.
Quite a change, you say?
I think.
Gonna go with that for now.
Needs leg pipes now, though.
Needs leg pipes? No. I'm putting no leg pipes on it.
I think.
Like NASCAR have leg pipes on them?
No, but just I don't know. What if some leg pipes coming out here just not look like it should be there? Can you look at that?
There's lots of space there, yeah.
Running boards.
Running boards. You never know. I'm not sure what to say. Also, Colton's been doing the hood on the Volvo. I was talking about that's coming back soon. You want that out of the way? Can't get a visual? Let's get good. So, like I said, thinking a number, like a big number on the side. I'm not sure. Like I'm just playing with it. Jolene was nice enough to go over and get the wheels changed. But Colton's doing the hood right at the present second. He's got it stripped. It had rock guard on the inside of it. Show him what you used to strip it and what you're doing.
Well,
what you use for a tool?
I use the stripper wheels were all right, but I just didn't find them hard enough. So this little guy here, it's a scratch tool. It's kind of stiff too, and I found it didn't heat the metal up that much either. So it worked well. Nothing's warped. Yeah, now on to fill. For me, anyways.
Now he's taken off all the heads of the welds on the underneath side there,
too.
and we're going to fill the underneath of the hood out.
I was showing this too. Dad had a little bit warpy, a little bit of flimsy going on here, so we put some spot welds all in here to shrink the metal back up, correct?
Yeah, it did.
And it took it all out. And then I came back in and it's still not warped, so we're ahead.
We're ahead, he says.
I think.
So we're going to end up filling that area out, obviously. We'll get the hood dumped over and get that dumped out of it,
yeah.
Get it cleaned up, and then we'll put some fiberglass on it. That's what we do. Colton drove the Volvo. He fell in love.
Oh man. I never drove one like that before.
Huh?
I thought I needed a radio all these years.
And all you need was a car.
That's just it. No insulation in them. They sound a lot different. They're just a tin can.
Have to thank Chris Hines, or Volvo Automotive. Treat us right on it. Happy with it. I scratched it a little bit when I was sanding off the edges there, so now I'm going to cover all the scratches with the filler. And the reason being is I got to take away the scratches, so I might as well put filler on them. Try and do less repair as possible. That way there. That way there what? Oh, it's still gummy there. Have to finger ball them down in there. Takes practice getting this stuff on. It does. Especially on areas like this. Takes it. Thank you. Now, I will not sand this until I go over it and see if I like everything. That makes sense. I'm not going to sand it right after I do this. The reason I'm not going to sand it because there might be something that don't look right. And I don't want to sand it until I get enough on it. Get it all covered, that'd be great. But what's that, sweetheart?
You got some on the back side of your sleeve.
Thank you. Thank you. I did in the scratches. Not from my bracelet, but from the sandpaper. Gene Winfield passed away yesterday, and Jolene said it perfect. Thank you very much, Gene. You know, inspired me to be doing this. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You will not be forgotten in my books. That's for sure. When I first started this, you know, I never knew what a custom car was really. You know, I knew you fix them up and paint them and that sort of stuff. Take the rust off them the best you can. And then when I met Gene in 2012, maybe even before that, 11, he did a roof chopping course, and I never was so happy when I left that course. It really kind of just let me know, or not say let me know, it opened my eyes to something different. If you'll take your hood, you get that all flopped open, get all the dirt out of it. Okay, we're gonna put some fiberglass on that. If you want to grab the fiberglass in there, get this on the table, and then you can mix some fiberglass and put it on. And I'll watch you and critique you. Alright, that sounds like fun, doesn't it? You got another piece, another piece of glass in there. There's another piece of glass like that in there. In there, right on the. Get a couple pieces of filler on there. I'm going to wash it off. Get some fiberglass on your glass. Get some fiberglass on that. Dig out some, and I'll let you know how much. So I'm just taking this spray 9, wherever I dump or hit it with body fill, and I want it to come off, just rub it and it'll come off before it dries. I don't watch a lot of NASCAR, but I do enjoy the looks of the cars. And then when it comes to customizing, I like them all. It's fun just to play, to be honest with you. It's fun just to play in your own brain. When we went and looked at the Volvo, Chris had it on the hoist, and the wheel and the door gap. I was wondering about the door gap, and the door gaps did not bother whatsoever with the sills that we had put on it. I guess for me, I'm thinking that try to keep your filler on one side. You're not using that big one. You're using this little one. Get that. You can mix it with that, and then we'll put it on with that one. Okay. So you want to get some of that? You've done a lot of fill work, have you, Colton?
A little bit.
A little bit. A little bit. Yeah, try that, see what that makes it look, feel like, or seem like. So we've actually shrunk the hood and fixed the hood. It was a bunch of work to Colton to strip the underneath of it off. I know that. It was two good days to strip that underneath that hood off, so you can imagine what that hood's worth. Just imagine how thick that stuff would be without that fiberglass or that resin. Huh?
Should be thick.
Should be thick. Should be thick. Just going around it right now with a piece of sandpaper, and I'm knocking off some bumps in case I want to put more on. Put more on, more with it?
Yep.
I got some more hardener. You want it fairly nice and thin.
Thinner than that, probably?
I think so, and the reason being is we're going underneath the hood, and I don't really want to, try to sand it off. I'd like to have it to cover the pits and the welds and just keep it thin is what I'd like to have for strength, is what I'm going for. I've put like 20 some spot welds on the hood, and there's some pits in it. So I basically like to have that spread out nice and thin and leave it, and maybe put a layer of filler on it, and then be done with it. He's getting everywheres with it. It's good stuff. A little thinner. A little thinner. We're down to the end now anyways. We'll get it put on as thin as possible, and then it'll be fantastic. Hi, Fane. She ran after you when you left, Jolene. Yep, I told her to get back here. Good enough?
Auto.
What you say?
Good enough. Auto.
Good enough auto. Never been to that place.
It's in Spring Hill.
Is it Good Enough Auto?
No, I used to call my graduate's work. I used to call it that.
Good enough.
Good enough auto.
Mix her up, buddy. had to get into it for some reason. I like to have, see the back wheels, how they're deeper dished. I like to have the deep dish on the front also, but we'll see what happens. Not even sure if the wheels are going to stay on there or not.
If you're ever mixing fiberglass for your old man, make sure the hardener's all the way through it.
Bring it over, old boy. You got it mixed up good enough?
I don't see blue.
Huh?
I don't see blue.
Okay. Bring it over. Let's see what we can do. Well, I know what we can do, but
Oh, here you go.
I'll just put it on. And you do one side and I'll do the other side.
Cut.
You do this side. How's that?
Cut.
And you want it on the,
Welds?
you want it on the, yeah. And I've got the pinholes on this side. See way up here. We want it on as thin as possible. Food's not bouncing, that's a great thing. That makes sense? Food's not bouncing?
Yep.
Because if it was stretched, she'd bounce. Boom, right? Probably could have took that piece out, but draw which way you're pulling is the way your stuff's going. Seem to be pulling it all that. See, you're taking it off. See up here? Want to pull it back this way, bud? Nope, you're right.
Want that material in there?
I do.
One way pulls it off and one way puts it on, huh?
No, wherever which way you pulled it all that way, if you know what I'm trying to tell you. See how it's thin? You can see all the spots here? Mm-hmm. You pulled it all one way. Just have to cover it back up, that's all.
The difference between fiberglass and body fill is
Harder.
that whoever puts it on, this is harder to sand off.
It's true, so true.
So when he says, "Hey, you want to put that on for me?" I say, "Sure." But that's how you get better to keep doing it, right?
Basically. Just trying to smooth it off a little bit more.
I'm gonna stay at it because it's almost hard.
It's good, it looks good. The reason there's more on that side because there's more pits up here further. Stop it. I'm gonna leave it like that, I think. Spot right here. Yeah, managing old Gene started for a lot of people, to be honest with you. It's going to be missed by a lot. Awesome. So basically, we won't even touch that. We won't even do anything with that. We'll just cover it up again. Thank you. Thank you. This stuff is dry. What I'll do is I'll just knock some heads off of this stuff over here, just knock it off, and then I can fill it again without having to sand it all and make sure I have enough on. I've got stuff like this. Stuff like that I'll knock off. Stuff like that I'll knock off. Just easy. It's not real hard right at the present moment. Just knock that off in case I want to put more on. Knock this off. That way there, when I put more on, it doesn't affect me. I don't mind sanding it with soft, but you have to be careful because it will peel off if it's not healed right. A little rough right there. In case I want to put more filler on it. So I will finish this when I get it on enough on. I feel like I'm going to be able to work it. I'll finish it with an 80. And like I said before, we are not going to use a primer gun. We're going to use a paintbrush and a roller. That's what we're going to use. Paintbrush and a roller. And that way there we won't have it anywheres, and we won't have time and taping it up, time for paper, all that sort of stuff. We won't have that. We'll just have, you know, $1 or $2 paintbrush. And that'd be it. That way there, we can do it as reasonable as possible. And try to keep the worked area as reasonable as possible. It's looking really good. It's looking really good. It's looking really good. Colton.
Yeah.
That stuff will dry. That'll take a little bit to dry. We won't even sand that. We'll just go right over top of that, and we'll put some filler on top of that. You're going to bend that up, are you?
Just going to scratch on the other side with you.
No, not with that, buddy. Not with that.
Oh,
No, we're past that. I'm using some of this stuff. You grabbed a brand new one and
I
bent
couldn't
that up.
find one, so I just that'd be mine for scratching other things. I'll keep it safe.
Okay. You keep it safe. Actually, right here. Right there. Try to finger bomb that. Try to finger bomb. See this? See how I got this going like this? It's just angled up like that, but flat. Mm-hmm. What I want you to do is I want you to try to make that flat up in there and get this going again. Dig this off. Okay. And you want this piece right here. We give you a piece right there. If you want to.
Don't touch my new one.
Don't touch your new one. You said that right.
I would if I stay out of it.
Yeah, I'll give you a piece of that. Try to get that in there. Mm-hmm. That's just angled down there. It's going to be hard to get. I know, but just try to figure that out. Yeah. It's not a good place to sand. It is not. Not a little bit. Just back. That's done. But that's the only way it's going to get done is by hand. Alrighty, if you like the wheels, put in a comment whether you like the wheels. If you don't like the wheels, you're more than welcome to put in a comment if you don't like the wheels. But we're thinking NASCAR. That's what I'm thinking anyways. And you know what I said to Jolene? I said, I'm thinking NASCAR. And she said, do what makes you happy. So basically, I got her to run over town, change the wheels on those, and there it sits. So if you can picture it into like a number on the side with a bunch of stickers on it or whatever, that's where I'm thinking we might go. It'd be a good advertisement for Bad Chad YouTube. It's red and white. Stick some numbers on it. Paint the wheels black. Make it look NASCAR-ish, I guess. Maybe cut the exhaust off it. Give it to Ricky Bobby to drive. We all set. All right, Colton, let's say goodbye.
See you, everyone.
See you later, everyone. Come back tomorrow. We'll be here.
Maybe.
Yeah.